Hi guys, how's all doing? It's Chris from Max Morphs. So today we're going to be talking about a touchy subject, quite a controversial subject, and I know it's been running its course and there's been a lot of people talking about it, and that's the ban on the spider gene in the UK, just at the IHS shows. So I'm going to talk about it. I know there's people on either side of the fence and it's quite heated, the subject, so I'm going to give you my view on it. So here we go. So the reasoning behind the spider gene getting banned at all the IHS shows, you're not allowed to sell anything at the IHS shows with spider within it, is because of the neurological disorder that some spiders can carry, which gives the gene a head wobble. You get all different levels of it. You get mid-range where they're in between, you get slight head wobbles, and you get really bad head wobbles where the snake's corkscrewing, it's struggling to strike, it can't keep its balance, it's not able to feed right because its head wobbles that bad. And on the flip side of that as well, guys, you get spider genes with absolutely no head wobble whatsoever, and I've actually got 3 of them in my collection just now, so that's where the controversy lies. So guys, like I said, that's where the controversy lies. There's heated views on each side of the fence. On one side of the fence, you've got people thinking about the health and well-being of the snake. They just don't want to see spiders, these snakes with this head wobble where it can struggle and affect it's feeding and stuff like that, and it looks as if it's suffering. And on the other side of that as well, guys, you've got people that just love the gene. They love to work with it, the colours and patterns that it produces. The way I see it, guys, is everybody's views should be respected on this. It's like, if you're sitting at one side of the fence, you should maybe look at what the opposing people are saying to you and maybe take that into consideration when you're putting your view across. Like me, for instance, I'm on the side of the fence where I believe that you can breed the spider gene, but as long as you're a responsible breeder. Like, I've got a spider female there, and as you know through watching my channel, if you are watching, that I produced a clutch of eggs from that female. But if that female had a head wobble, in my view, I wouldn't have bred her. So that's my view on it. If you've got a snake there that's got a head wobble, then I would never put it into a breeding cycle. I would never put it. I would just keep it as a pet. And the same goes for anything. If there was anything wrong whatsoever with any snake in my collection, not just to do with neurological disorders, whether it had like a kink in its tail, a growth on its face, something wrong with it in any way, I wouldn't breed the snake. I would not breed it. It would just be kept as a pet. So that's a responsible way you should think about things, and not just pass on a spider gene with a head wobble, because that's not right. And if you're on the side of the fence like myself, I've also heard, guys, that the head wobble can gradually come in time. Like, you could be sitting with a snake without any head wobble and then eventually they can get it. But I've also heard different sides of the story with that, where it could be stress that's put into play that creates a head wobble. But I don't know if that's true or not. And the same goes when you're producing the spider gene, like I did when I paired up my spider and my Mojave and had a clutch of eggs. If any of those babies come out with a head wobble, I'm responsible enough to take care of those snakes as pets for the rest of their life. And even if I was passing it on to somebody else, I would make it fully clear that those snakes had a head wobble. And I've got to be responsible enough to know if they're responsible enough who I'm passing the snake over to. Do you know what I mean? So that's what you've got to do. You've got to be a responsible breeder in this game, and honest and truthful. So the same goes on the flip side of the argument as well, where the people that don't want anybody to produce the spider gene, you've got to be honest with yourself, guys, because not all of the spider gene produces the head wobble. Not all of spider gene have got neurological disorder. This gene has been in the hobby for tens of years now, and to think that every single spider gene out there has got a head wobble in it is crazy. And you can't just... I've seen a lot of people where they're putting a spider gene down that's got a really bad head wobble, corkscrewing, and even somebody like myself, I don't think that's right as well. I think it's a shame that the snake's in that state, do you know what I mean? But again, that's where the responsibility comes into play. You've got to be able to look after that snake. It doesn't matter how bad its health issue is, you've got to be prepared to look after that snake. But again, guys, like I say, you've got to see the reality that all of the snakes, all of the spider gene hasn't got that neurological disorder in it. And I can prove it with just in my own rack. I've got a big female that I produced the eggs from. In her clutch, there was 3 snakes with the spider gene carrying in it, 2 spiders and a spimo, and not one of them have got a head wobble on it. But again, guys, the babies in it, I need to pay close attention, like I say, because I've heard that it can pick up the head wobble as well. But if I see that, I'll be responsible enough for if anybody takes those snakes off of me in the future, I will clearly state that to them, that that's what's wrong with them. And there's a lot of controversy as well, where people just think, oh, the people that's selling the snake, they're the only ones that's backing this. They don't want the ban. They want to keep going with the spider gene. That's bullshit, guys. What am I going to make out of a spider gene? Do you know what I mean? I put it this way: out of the 3 spider genes in that collection that I've got, I'm still keeping the big female, the mother, and I'm going to be keeping one of the clutch, and that was a spimo. And luckily that's a female, so I'm going to be working with that in the future. It isn't all about making money, it's all about the passion and what you like to see. And I just can't imagine this hobby without the spider gene in it. I absolutely love the gene. It produces so many beautiful colour mutations, pattern mutations in snakes. I just can't believe the hobby. I can't even imagine the hobby without the spider gene in it. And the same goes for any gene. I mean, where does this ban stop? Because that's the crazy thing, guys. There's other genes out there that's got the exact same neurological disorder as the spider gene. Genes such as the hidden gene Woma, the champagne, they've all got neurological disorders where they can create a head wobble, but they don't get tarnished with the same brush as the spider gene. Obviously, the spider gene's in a whole different varied collection. It's obviously a lot more popular gene out there, and it's in a lot more collections. But these snakes have got the exact same neurological disorder, and there's nothing said about them. You can clearly sell them at the IHS show, and that's the thing, guys. It's only at the IHS show that you're not allowed to sell them. That doesn't mean you can't privately sell them or produce them. It's not like an all-out ban. It's like they're stopping the breeding of the spider gene. It's just a ban at the IHS show. And what I've noticed online, guys, is people that's voicing their views on the spider subject, it actually goes off topic and it ends up become a personal bashing. And I might take some heat with it as well, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care, right? But it becomes personal attacks on people, whether you're on one side of the fence or the other. Why don't you just respect each other's views? There was people like Brian Barczyk, for instance. He got lambasted online because he wants to produce a spider gene. People say, no, it's just because you're making money for the gene. The same goes for Gavin from Balls to You. He loves working with the spider gene as well. He actually done a petition for the IHS show down in Doncaster that he didn't want the ban happening at the show. He was just putting the questions out there, done a petition for people to sign it to actually keep the snake going, keep the selling of the snake going at the show, and ask them their views on why they did it. Because that hasn't been made clear, and that's why Gavin done it as well. But again, I think Gavin took some heat with that as well. And again, the flip side of the coin as well, there's probably people out there that's getting lambasted off of people that produce the spider gene, the people that don't want to do it. So again, guys, it's time to grow up here. It's time to grow up and stop fucking just personal attacks on people. Everybody's views on this matter are equal, and you should just respect each other's views. Whether it be just agree to disagree and move on, you've got to just fucking stop this argument and bickering. Like I said at the very beginning, guys, if you take something from each other's views and put it into your own, on one side of the fence, like I said, if you want the ban on the gene, you've got to realise that not all of the spider gene carry the neurological disorder. And on the flip side of it, if you're producing it, you've got to be responsible enough to take that snake on and keep it the rest of its life if it's got the head wobble. Do you know what I mean? So that's my view on it. Because constructive criticism on both sides of the fence is always good. If you take the constructive criticism and don't turn it into a personal attack on somebody, then that's the way forward, guys. That's you be above yourself. Don't be sitting there wanting to cause fucking bullshit online That's what pathetic people do. If you've got a view, put your view across, but don't try and just target somebody. Do you know what I mean? It's no good. You want to move this hobby in the right positive direction and move it forward. So at the end of it all, guys, my view is you should be able to work with the spider gene if you're a responsible breeder, because I don't agree with bans and all this bullshit. It's not good for the hobby. Where does it stop? Do you know what I mean? And it's not good, especially when there's other genes out there with the same neurological disorder as the spider gene, and they don't get any heat whatsoever. It's bullshit. I just can't imagine this hobby with the spider gene not in it. It's just a beautiful gene, and I love working with it. It's a great looking snake, and if it goes out of circulation and it dwindles away and fades out, it's fucking harsh. It's harsh because, again, like I said, not all of the spider gene has got the head wobble. Know what I mean? That's my view on it, guys. So get talking in the comment section. Constructive criticism, definitely, guys. If you don't agree with me, just put that in the comment section as well. I respect your views. I hope you respect mine. And I hope you all like, comment and subscribe. And we'll see you all later. Peace out. Gorgeous girl. There she is. There's a mum in my clutch there. Big Leah. No head wobble whatsoever, guys, and a great looking snake, as you can agree. Beautiful. And I'll show you the babies. There's a wee guy up for sale. This is the first one. It's the one that's ready. He's made that actually a mess of his tub. Need to get that cleaned later. Gorgeous snake. There's another wee spider. That's a wee female. How you doing, girl? She's gorgeous. Look at that spider pattern, beautiful snakes. And here's a wee holdback, a wee Spimo. This is one I'm going to be working with in the future. And that's what I don't agree with, guys, because you want to work with this beautiful gene that you're getting tarnished as like a bad breeder off of some people. That's just bullshit. I mean, because I want to work with something as gorgeous as this, it makes me a bad breeder. Well, if that's the case, then so be it. I'll just do my own thing, guys, and work with what I want to work with. And people can criticise all day long, because I love the spider gene. Just look what it does. That's just a basic Mojavian spider that produces something like that. Absolutely gorgeous. Take her out for a closer look. Look at that. What a beautiful snake. Again, guys, I'll be working with this girl in the future. This is my wee holdback from the clutch. Gorgeous snake. So, there you go, guys. Peace out.